Yan Yi immediately starting with a higher degree of difficulty than Kun Bunjon with the inward 2.5, but in the pike position. Oh, up to her usual high standard. Just seems to make easy work of it every time, but that's a result of so many years of competition and practice. You can step off to the right of the board there, as I'm sure you would have noticed, but a 57 opener. Keying now for Malaysia, see if she can follow suit for Yan Yi's opening 57 dive. Well, it was nicely executed, but that impression as she entered the water of a splash will just be a little bit of a concern.
Judges score 7, 6.5, 6.5, 6, 6,
and a 4.4. Forward 2.5 and 2.4 is the difficulty. Nicely done, well on the end of the board. She's carrying a couple of minor injuries as the kinesi tape across the shoulder and around the left lower leg indicate for you, but they don't seem to be hindering her performances. Next best was 46.8, so here she goes with a forward 3.5. 3.1 the difficulty. This is actually her most difficult dive. Oh, how about that? She is in form. I wouldn't say she made it look easy because there's so much going on here, but she was certainly in total control of the dive.
7.5, 7.
And a 65.1. Now, Ko Young, this is an inward 2.5. The next 4 dives all have a degree of difficulty of 3.0. Oh, gosh. I just got a sense that something was going to go wrong there, the way she took off, and excuse my intake of breath, but I thought she was very close to the board too. Oh no, she stepped quite well away from it and not particularly in line with it. She was off to one side somewhat, but so nothing better than a 6 there. That might be discarded. A 49.5 in round 1. This will be the inward 2.5 that we saw from Drake and Ko Ying, actually. Ko Ying of Malaysia scored 49.5 for this same dive. Although hers was in the pike position. This is the tuck and well executed. So this actually has a lower degree of difficulty than Ko Ying's inward 2.5. Just drifting to the very edge of the board, but it didn't seem to affect her elevation. And a 44.55. Yan Yi has dives of 57 and 65.1. Back 2.5. But unlike Kun Bunjan, this will be in the pike position. she's flipped that over a little, which is an uncharacteristic error from Yan Yi. Tough dive. She won't be super happy with that.
Judges score 6, 5.5.
Leg form, just a loss of togetherness of the ankles there at the end. And a 52.5. Koying now. This is another 3.0 degree of difficulty. I mentioned, I think, that her second, third, fourth and fifth dives all have the same degree of difficulty. Back 2.5. A big splash there.
Judges score 5, 3, 4, 3.5.
Kayan. Reverse 2.5. Needs lots of height off the end of the board here to hit it accurately. Oh, she's done that. Big cheer goes up for the final dive of round 3. Singapore's Kayan, teammates and some supporters and coaches gathered to give her a big cheer, and they certainly got loud for this one.
Judges score 5.5.
And a 49 there.
6, 7.
Reverse 2.5 for Yan Yi. She does all her dives at the pike position, which increases the difficulty. Ooh. And she's just not quite on top of the last 2 dives. Plenty of height there, and then off to the side she goes, and the feet are apart, and the judges haven't missed those mistakes. And again in the pike position for Ke Ying. Nicely done. She probably did that better than her teammate. Yan Yi only got 40.5.
Judges score 6.5, 7, 5.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5.
And a 58.5. That's really important. Back 2.5 coming up for Kayan. Can she force her way into medal contention? Another round to come after this. But she scored 49 in round 3. Best dive. Well, it was there. The feet rolled over a little. The Singapore supporters trying to influence the judges' view of things. They never cave into that kind of pressure, though. It was nice. Nice dive, just that splash at the end. Scores in the 5s and 6s. And a 49 again. Had a poor dive in round 4, just got 40.5. Forward 2.5 with 1 twist. Degree of difficulty is 3. Well, that's back to what we expect from Yan Yi of Malaysia. Came to diving from rhythmic gymnastics. Has 6 gold medals so far in SEA Games competition, including the synchro here, and there's a 55.5, 270. Ke Ying. Forward 2.5. One twist. 3 is the degree of difficulty. Needs to be good to keep in contention for silver. Malaysian teammates liked it. She's a little bit forward rather than up on the takeoff. Hips just a bit bent there, but she's still getting good marks, and a 54. Back 1.5 with 1.5 twists. She needs around 45 marks. To grab third place, so it's got to be a good dive. It's not a particularly high degree of difficulty, 2.4. For a shot at the bronze. Oh, it's nice. Very good form in the air, that little bit of a splash, touch and go.
Judges score 5.5.
Has she got up into third position? Yes, she has. 44.4 to 30.1.